What's up, Jackson James? Welcome back to another episode of JaneN'Thingzz. And today, I'm just asking a question. Have you ever felt like, as a person out in the world, why do you have to dumb yourself down today? Now, this is more so throwing it out there. Both Jax and James can answer. But I noticed that this is something that women go through a lot. Mainly because we feel as if when we go out in this dating world, instead of someone being happy or being excited at the fact that they got a great catch because they have someone that's so established, they have someone that's got this going on, that going on, you know, all of these great things, it tends to become competition. So a few friends of mine, we've all had this conversation. One in particular was just saying that going out here in the dating world is really hard because she is a very, very, very successful woman. Now, mind you, she's in her 30s. She's beautiful. She doesn't have any children. Career-wise, she's nice. She's set. And so out here in the world, she usually runs into men that she would love to think are a lot like herself. However, honestly, when you find a woman that's in her mid-30s, she doesn't have any children. She has a lot going on for herself. She cooks, she cleans. She's successful in her career. You know, she's beautiful. She has all these great things going for herself. And when you look at her wall of accomplishments, she's very well accomplished. And yet, whenever she meets a man, she cannot even begin to tell them about any of those things. So it's one of those situations where she told me, you know, I dumb myself down. I make it seem as if I'm not this person until someone actually meets me. And once they meet me and we get to knowing each other and we get into this dating phase, then at that point in time, you know, that's when I start to unravel a few things. However, what she also shared with me was the fact that once she gets to that stage, it seems as if the guy tends to get a little bothered, okay? And when I say get bothered, I mean a man turns into this competitive person like, oh, you know, since you got this, I got to go get this. Since you got this, I got to go get this. And being a woman is rough. It's rough. I mean, I myself I don't necessarily dumb myself down. I just don't tell people. I don't tell people things that I have under my belt. Mainly because if I meet someone, I want this person to like me for who I am, get to know me for who I am, and learn to love me for who I am, not for my accomplishments. So I don't get into tax brackets. I don't get into all these extra things that I do. They kind of just figure it out on their own whenever we're having a conversation. And it's like, hey, I called you earlier today. You didn't answer. Are you okay? And then my response, because I don't really care to give a one-word response, maybe, oh, yeah, I was working on my YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, I was working with a client in reference to such and such, such and such. You know, that's usually how most people kind of find out about the things that I have going on. And no, I don't think that's a lie. I don't think I'm setting them up for failure or anything like that, but I just feel like in the beginning, you just don't want to go gun-ho into telling someone what you have going on. It is a blueprint for failure, mainly because this person starts looking at you as, okay, they could be an asset to what I have going on in my life. So a lot of people start looking at you as to what can I get out of this situation? They're not looking at it no longer as, oh, this is the person that I can learn from and love to grow with. No, it's like, well, what can she do for me? And I get it, men. So before you come for us women, this is just conversations that we have. Men, you guys are in the same boat. It's like if you meet a man and he's doing very well off for himself and you happen to run into a female who may not possibly be as well off, the first thing that you would think that will come to her head is, yes, we can. This is a person who can help me level up. This is a person that we can grow together. You know, I'm gonna look up to this man, but instead you get females, and this is not all females by all means, but instead you get those females like, yeah, let me see what he can do for me. Let's see what bills he about to pay. Let's see what this, that, and the other. And so now you have a situation to where, yet your accomplishments has put you into a situation to be used. So it's a world of you don't know what to do. You want someone to feel good about what they have when they're dealing with you, but you also want somebody to deal with you because they want to learn to love you and get to know you. So I get it. It's a double-edged sword. it's definitely one of those situations to where we as people have to be mindful of the other person. It's also a little survival of the fittest. You have to use this tactic to overcome that tactic in order to be able to grow. It's sad. It's sad, but in this world that we live in, this is what I see a lot of. And it's very hurtful because what oftentimes I would see is someone who starts dating someone and it seems like everything is great. You know, they're growing together, they're doing this, but then someone stops. It just stops. And so this person continues to surpass levels. Boom, 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 just pow, pow. You know, they're knocking these goals out. And so the person who has now stopped, now you start sensing jealousy. You start sensing rage. You start sensing anger. You start sensing and you're like, the person is steady growing. They're like, what's going on, babe? Babe, listen, we're doing this. We're doing this together. This is a team. But this person right here, they stop thinking. They're no longer a team. They don't feel as if they're part of the team because they're not. Boom, boom, boom. So therefore, those days that it was simple encouragement, baby, you're doing good. Oh my gosh, look at the way you've grown. Da 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 da. It stopped. So now the lack of communication is dying. That love that you had for this person and now is growing, you know, it's getting a little foreign because it's like, this is the person that I went for, I fell for. We were great together. But someone started feeling like they were left behind. And that's what happens in a lot of situationships whenever you get into one and both of you are eager to just get it and you're going for those goals and you're encouraging. And then when some person hits a stump, bump in the road, throw you right on off track, your whole relationship tends to tumble. Now you're stuck in a situation because you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. I get it. It is a double-edged sword. The only thing I can tell anyone in this situation is when you first meet someone, be open with them. Don't be so open that it's going to run them crazy, but be open with them enough to know where their goals lie. Okay? Not your goals, but their goals. Not the us goals, not the we goals, but their goals. Because as a person who wants to be in a relationship, you're going to have to figure out what the other person needs in order to be successful. Whether that's just a little nudge on out the door, whether that's a little daily encouragement, whether that's a, you know what, I'm going to let you do your thing because you don't like for people to be bothering you while you're on the go. You need to figure out how that person is wanting to grow and just be that person. Understand that that person also wants to be there for you. So as you are climbing that ladder to achieve your goals, you need to understand that this person that you allowed to be in your life also wants to be a part of that. So do not shade that person. Make sure they are a part of the growth. Make sure that they are a part of the journey. Make sure that they don't feel as if they're being left behind. Okay? Those are, so whenever I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my friends and I'm talking to, you know, clients and they're just going on and I say, you know, we all have our own personal goals. We all have our relationship goals. Don't confuse the two. Do not confuse the two. I get people all the time be like, you know, I want to be the table. I don't just want to be the person to pull up a chair. That's cool. You can be the table. Just make sure that the person that's pulling up the chair bought something to eat so they don't feel left out. So they don't feel as if they are less than. Because the moment someone starts feeling like they are less of, yes, it goes from passion and love to hatred and misery. You don't want to put yourself or your relationship in a strenuous situation to where that misery takes over and now you're both in a situationship. And even though you know deep down inside, you love this person, you care about this person, you want to continue to grow with this person, but it's going to make it be so hard for that to happen, mainly because you took off and you forgot about them. Or you started on one journey and you took a left because the right path just seemed like it was a little bit cluttered. You didn't talk that over with them, so they don't understand. So while they're still trying to go on their path and they sitting there picking up tree stumps or, you know, trying to cut down vines through the forest to still get through, you've already detoured and went your own separate way. So make sure in a situation that, no, you don't have to dumb yourself down, but also make sure that you're including the person that you want to be in your life in that situation. Because if you can't include that person on your journey, you're going to make it a lot harder on yourself. You're going to make it a real bad situation in the end. And most of those situations don't end well. And then you get the later on conversation of like, well, what happened? I don't know what happened. You know, I was well on my way to the top. We were doing it. And in all actuality, we were not doing anything. You were steady going and you forgot. You kind of made a pit stop and left them at the store. All I'm saying is think about it. Think about your actions. Think about how you want to go about your goals. Think about the person that you want to be involved in your life whenever you are seeking these types of accomplishments, because everybody knows, we've all seen the stories where, you know, a man, you know, he graduates, he gets a good paying job. The woman was with him all the way through college, and all of a sudden, boom, the relationship is over. He takes off. She's now stuck here and she put her whole life to the side, or vice versa, because it happens both ways. Just make sure that if this person is someone that you truly love or care about, or this person entering in your life is someone that you like, I could really see myself going somewhere with this person, that you make sure you include them on your journey in every way possible to make them feel as if they are welcome, they're wanted, they're appreciated, they're accepted, and that it can be done. That's all. That is all. But, you know, I don't want to keep you guys too long today. I just wanted to make sure that I gave you a good message. With that being said, this is your girl, Jane of all trades. If you have not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? I love you guys. Make sure you like, share, comment. I love to hear back from you guys. If you have any anything that you would like to talk about, just send it to me. I know I get caught up on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, and that's only because I don't have enough followers to go live on YouTube yet. But the moment I get there, guys, I promise you, it's going to be nothing but great things coming. But I truly appreciate you all for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day.